All right, 5:26, 26 minutes after the hour. Oscar's going to be this Sunday on ABC Columbia. And Matt Perrin, he's been reviewing each of these Best Picture nominees.
Today's film focuses on the troubles of one Irish family in Belfast.
Welcome to the final day of the Oscars overview. Yup, here we are in day 10, and we're going to discuss our last Best Picture nominee. And 2 days from now, we can see who actually takes the statue by watching the 94th Annual Academy Awards airing right here on ABC Columbia. Our final nominee is considered another one of the frontrunners. Written and directed by Kenneth Branagh, today's movie is the story of his family and his childhood during the Protestant and Catholic skirmishes in the late 60s in Northern Ireland. So, does it have the chops to win Best Picture? Let's take a look at Belfast. Our movie begins with scenic shots of Belfast eventually dissolving into a black and white street in 1969. We see children playing and having fun in the streets. Our protagonist Buddy, played by first-timer Jude Hill, is being called back home by his ma, played by Katrina Balfe, when all of a sudden violence erupts on this working-class street. A Protestant mob starts destroying property, screaming for the Catholics to get out. Everyone runs for the safety of their homes as windows are busted and cars blown up. As the violence subsides, we see the army now has protection set up at the street. The father of our family, played by Jamie Dornan and simply known as Pa, returns. He works construction in London, only returning for a weekend every couple of weeks. We see that he has no prejudice, and he puts his family at risk by refusing to join with the Protestant uprisers. Most of the story is told through the eyes of Buddy. His street is his village, and he spends a lot of time with his grandparents. He tries to understand the violence, but for the most part, all of his efforts go towards wooing a girl he fancies. He hates that his pa always has to leave, but he doesn't understand the tax debt that his father owes. All this time, we see that Pa wants to move the family out of Ireland for safety and a better life, but Ma doesn't want to leave everything she knows. As the movie progresses, we see more violence erupt as Buddy is unintentionally pulled into a riot that is looting and destroying a store. His mother tries to get him to return what he stole, which gets them taken as hostages in a Wild West type showdown, which it turns out is the final straw. In one of the most powerful monologues of the year, we see the tides change. We see a loving family that together can overcome anything. So, what to say about this one? First off, it reminds me of a much more serious Jojo Rabbit, which is weird to even say out loud considering that movie dealt with the Holocaust. Both films show us tragedy through the innocent eyes of a child, but this one skips the comic relief. I found it fascinating that this was the story of Kenneth Branagh's family. I always assumed he was British, but it turns out he altered his accent as a child to fit in when they immigrated, which kind of gets hinted at in the movie. The color to black and white transitions are a really cool way to distinguish past from present and fantasy from reality. There are also some amazing one-takes used in the movie. I can't believe Katrina Balfe didn't get nominated for her monologue just in itself, but Judi Dench did, and the last scene with her in the movie will send chills down your spine in a good way. So it's a great watch. It has scenes that everybody can enjoy, but will it win the statue? I wouldn't be shocked if it did, but I think its focus is a little too narrow to grab all the voters. It's a nostalgic love letter from Branagh to his childhood, and it's powerful, but I don't think it'll get the win. So what do I think will win? In a perfect world, I would love for Coda to take it, but once again, I don't think it'll happen, but I'd be thrilled to be wrong. I've correctly predicted the winner of the past 6 years. Can I keep that streak going? In an effort to, I'm going to go with The Power of the Dog for the win. I think it just has too much momentum not to take it. It's gorgeous to watch, and even though it's slow, that dark ending just sits with you long after that first watch. So that's it. All 10 nominees revisited. If you have any strong thoughts or predictions, feel free to let me know. The sun is going to shine on one of these movies, and in a couple minutes, I'll let you know if the sun is going to shine here on Oscar Sunday. But for now, this has been your Oscars overview. Thanks for taking the journey with me, and don't forget to watch the awards themselves on Sunday right here on ABC Columbia.